If you want a versatile and affordable super zoom lens for your Canon camera, there is only one lens you should be looking at, and that is the Canon 100-400L IS lens. I bought this lens to have a go at motorsports photography. However, I started dabbling in and having a go at other subjects, including birds, dragonflies and other wildlife. The Canon 100-400L IS lens is great, but before you go out and buy it, there are some pros and cons you need to be aware of. Firstly, let's look at the pros of the Canon 100-400L IS lens. 1. It's an L-series lens. Being an L-series lens, the Canon 100-400 is made from the best quality materials and uses superior optics. This lens is tough, durable and pretty much bomb-proof. All Canon L-series lenses are well made and strong, but out of all the L-series lenses I own, the Canon 100-400 seems to be tougher than the others. Maybe it's because it's just so big and heavy, I don't know, but this is one sturdy lens that will never let you down. The Canon 100-400 is also weather sealed, which considering it is an outdoor lens is a good thing. You can use this lens in ocean spray, in dusty deserts and in damp conditions and not have to worry about it too much. Number 2. It has image stabilization. The Canon 100-400 has 4-stop image stabilization to help it alleviate the effects of camera shake and enable tack-sharp handheld shots at slower shutter speeds. I don't think the image stabilization is 4 stops. Well, I can't get that much, but it definitely gives a 2-stop advantage every time, and I have managed to get 3 stops, although I can't get that consistently. Number 3. It's versatile. With the 100mm to 400mm effective 160mm to 640mm on a crop sensor camera, the Canon 100-400 is a versatile lens. With this amount of zoom, I can sit on the side of a racetrack and zoom in for frame-filling shots of the driver in the cockpit, or pull right back and get 2 or 3 cars jostling for position, and all without having to physically move. A zoom lens is crucial at these events where you're confined to a seat or location and unable to move closer to or further away from the action, and this lens fits the bill perfectly. Number 4. It has a push-pull zoom. The push-pull zoom enables super quick zooming to make sure I can capture all the action as it unfolds. The push-pull zoom does take a bit of getting used to, but once you get the hang of it, you'll find it quicker than the more popular twist zoom lenses. I've read reports about photographers claiming the push-pull mechanism sucks in dust. However, I have never had a problem with this, and I have used my 100-400 in very dusty locations. So if this lens sucking in dust is something stopping you from buying one, please don't let it, because you won't have any issues with this at all. Number 5. It's affordable. The Canon 100-400 isn't a cheap lens, and you are going to have to dig pretty deep to buy one, but compared to other 400mm lenses, it is very affordable. All things considered, the Canon 100-400 lens is great value for money, and you get a lot of bang for your buck. So now on to the bad bits, the cons of the Canon 100-400L IS lens. Number 1. It's not particularly fast. One of the biggest problems with the Canon 100-400 is the maximum wide aperture of f4.5 at the 100mm end that increases to f5.6 at the 400mm end. If light levels are good, you shouldn't have too many problems keeping shutter speeds fast enough to get sharp shots, but when the light starts to fade, you are going to have to start working around the issue and start pushing the ISO. The other problem with a narrow aperture is the ability to blur out the background. The telephoto effect obviously eases this problem, but you may have to work around this too, like when photographing birds. Number 2. It's big and heavy. The Canon 100-400 lens is a beast of a lens. It is big, it is heavy, and you'll start to feel it after a few hours shooting. I find a monopod is an essential bit of kit, and I always have one with me when using my Canon 100-400, as it takes the weight a bit. Number 3. It's not discreet. Because the 100-400 is so big and also wide, it is a bit of a look-at-me lens that is not discreet in any way. The 100-400 attracts a lot of attention, much of this is unwanted. The Canon 100-400 is an awesome lens, and I wouldn't be without mine, but is it suitable for you? Only you can answer this. However, before making the final decision and pulling the trigger and buying one, I strongly suggest you go to your local camera shop to see one in the flesh and take a few test shots. If you have reached this far, thank you for taking the time to do so, and I hope you found my ramblings useful. Please feel free to like, share or comment on this clip as you deem fit.